You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Bring in Tactix mid-quarter and former Pulse player, actually, Paris Lokotui. Paris, thanks for taking the time. 4 from 4 for the Tactix. You'd be pretty happy with that as a team, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we're really happy with what we're putting out on court, and although we've had some tightish games, that's just a testament to how we've done in the preseason and worked our way up through to where we are now.
Did it feel like a team that could do well when you were preparing during pre-season? Did it feel like a team that could do well?
Yeah, I think we set our goals very early on at the beginning of the season that we want to be a team that no one wants to play and hates playing against, and that's kind of what we're kind of trying to develop throughout the season. But yeah, I think that's translating out on court, and 4 from 4 is pretty unreal.
Yeah, it's going well so far. Pulse this afternoon, also, of course, 4 from 4. How do you assess the threats that they'll bring this afternoon?
Yeah, all over the court they have major threats, obviously with Amelia Wormsley and Whitney Sunitami and Tikini, and then coming down to Kelly Jury and Paris Mason. So yeah, they're quite a all-round team, and we just kind of want to stick to our own styles, but at the end of the day, just kind of work the ball into the circle and win. Yeah,
well, no Maddie Gordon, as you know, she's out with a long-term injury. I'm sure you caught up with the news they brought Claire Kirsten out of retirement last week.
Yeah, I think that's pretty unreal. She's such a great replacement to bring in and quite knowledgeable in that area. So, yeah, they've kind of filled a void with Maddie going down, unfortunately. But, yeah, she did really well on the weekend.
Of course, you're a former Pulse player yourself. You're now with the Tactix. How has the move away from the Pulse and into the Tactix worked out for you?
Yeah, I think it's been pretty positive so far. I've kind of loved my time down here in Christchurch. Just love the girls, love the environment, and of course, love the netball as well. And the
Tactix have missed the playoffs in the last 2 seasons. How deep is the desire within the squad to do a lot better in 2024?
Yeah, I think, like I said before, we kind of developed a theme early on that we want to be a team that no one wants to play against, and kind of set our goals higher than the top 3, obviously winning the Premiership. So, yeah, I think we're doing that so far, but if we can improve just our 1% every week, then I think we'll get there in the end.
During your time with the Pulse, you had a real setback in your career with a major injury. You ruptured your ACL. You've obviously recovered and rehabbed from that now, and you're back out on court, which is amazing. How do you reflect back on that time, though?
Yeah, obviously rupturing an ACL is not ideal, particularly when I'm trying to, perform well as an individual. But I think with the support of my family and my friends, the physio staff around me, I was able to kind of get out of that rut early on and just be strong in those areas. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it's going right now, and no knee niggles, which is good.
Oh, that's good to hear. It is a serious injury though, isn't it, with a long period of recovery. During that time, were there some challenging moments when it didn't feel like there was any light at the end of a pretty long tunnel?
Yeah, and I think that's with all injuries. You kind of have to go through that period to get out on the other side. And like I said before, with the help of my family and my friends and my physio and support staff, things like that, I wouldn't have been able to do that without them. So yeah, glad to see that I'm out on the other side and back out on court.
That's so good. Where have the big improvements come in your game?
Yeah, I like to say that I've kind of grown my fitness tolerance, and that's been from my time down here at the Tactix. Mark's a great strength and conditioner, and testament to him for kind of pushing us in those areas. So yeah, I think that just has a flow-on effect, me wanting to go out for more ball, disrupt kind of the flow down court, and yeah, just being annoying, which I think is not ideal for the attackers, but ideal for myself.
Yeah, and you've been on the fringes in and around the Silver Ferns squad as well, Paris. I don't think you've earned your full Silver Ferns debut yet. How strong are your international ambitions?
Yeah, super strong, obviously, in the Silver Fern squad, but I haven't got capped yet, so that's obviously a big goal. But at the end of the day, I just want to have fun with my netball, improve each day, and get a win down here for the Tactix region.
Well, it's going well for you so far. As I say, Tactix 4 from 4, Pulse 4 from 4. We can't wait for the top of the table clash this afternoon in Palmerston North. Paris, thanks for taking the time for a chat, and all the best.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Paris. Paris Lokotui there out of the Tactix camp.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday, or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.